Roxy Eloise. So I just received an email from my publishers telling me that I have a mock-up on my front cover, my book's front cover. I thought I would get my laptop out and bring it up on here and quickly film my reaction of opening my mock cover design so you can follow me on my journey and see what it's like as a new author getting published. So let me open it up. I'm not going to show you what it looks like. That I will be doing in a cover reveal. So you will get to see what it looks like, just not in this video. I think this is the most exciting part so far. Getting the full manuscript request was close to how this feels, but there was still uncertainty with that because although they'd asked for the manuscript, it didn't mean that they was going to sign me. After a few rounds of proving myself, my book, I then received the publishing contract. And since then, there hasn't really been much going on. It gets a little bit quiet after you sign the contract. Your book is now in your publisher's hands and they send it to layout. They get the layout of the book. No, I'm missing something. So once they received your manuscript, they send it to, they edit it, they have their editors look at it, and then it goes through a few rounds of editing. It sees a few people and then it comes back to you and you then change. Well, in my case, I'm not sure, I can't speak for every publishing house, but they sent it back to me to read their suggestions, read their comments and approve their edits, and then re-edit my manuscript myself. And then I sent it back to them. They again checked the edits, if anything else needed to be done or anything, and it went to one final proofreader, and then it gets sent to layout. Whilst they sent it to layout, they also sent it to a designer. The graphics designer read the book to get a better idea on the story and the characters and what exactly the front cover should look like. Apparently I haven't seen the first drafts of the front cover. They didn't really like the first drafts, so they changed designer. They really like this designer. So all that time has passed and I've not really had much else. After sending my manuscript off to them after getting edits, I didn't really hear much else from them until this email. Okay, they said, "Hi Roxy, 30 versions later and I think we've got it. Take a look." So strange. Something that's only existed in my world and in my head is now coming together. The moment I hold the book in my hands is literally going to be a dream come true. And to see my name on a front cover is so surreal. It is a very strange process. So first impressions of the mock cover is it's a little bit more masculine than I was expecting. So my book, it is dystopian and it does have a little bit of a military element in there. They are young enforcers. So in this dystopian future, children without biological parents, or if they're neglected, or they just, for any reason why they can't be looked after, they are taken to an institute and they're all raised together in this institute. And the purpose for the institute is to protect the city. So there's a slight military element to the book. They go on patrol, and they have these suits that they have to wear out in the city, like this armor, this suited armor that they have to wear out in the city. They're not allowed to go out in the city with their faces on show. And there is one guy who adopts all of these children and places them in his institute, and their purpose is to protect him. So they're all adopted by Seal Boulderfell, and this is the Boulderfell Institute for Young Enforcers. So when they go out into the city, they are protected in their armoured suits, and they have their taser guns, and they're not allowed to go out with their faces on show. They are well protected. So the front cover has a little bit of a camo theme in the background. It's pixelated, so it looks a little bit futuristic. So I quite like the camo, but it's made the front cover a little bit more masculine. There is a very important symbol in my series, and the designer has put the symbol on the front cover, so I like that. I really like that. This symbol I'm actually gonna go and get tattooed on me. I always said, when I said I'm gonna write a series, I said if it ever gets published, I'm gonna go and get my first ever tattoo. I'm gonna get it's very symbolic of my book. It's so important in the series, and I said I will get that tattooed on me if my book gets published. So I'm so happy that it is on the front cover. Once I decided I was going to get the tattoo, my best friend said that she wants to get it on her, and then my mum and her friend said that they're going to join me and they're going to get the symbol on them as well. So they're all really, really supportive. So yes, I like the font of the Guidal. It would make me pick up the book because there's quite a big contrast between the font and the symbol. I would wonder what genre the book is, so I like that. The font is like a light blue, which doesn't really fit in with my colour theme that's in the book. There's 4 colours in my book that gets repeated again and again and again. There's each section of the institute that they live in has been allocated a colour. There's navy quartz, which is where all the adult enforcers are housed. And then there's mustard quartz, which is obviously yellow and mustard, which is where all the children get housed. So you've got the children in one quarter, you've got the adults in the other quarter, and then you've got khaki quartz, which is where they train, and it's the academy. Inside it's called the academy, where they have all their lessons, and they train to basically be like formidable enforcers. Like, you would not want to cross them in the street. They're very highly trained, and that's where they get trained. And then the last quarter is claret quartz, which is like a dull red, and that's where the juvies are kept. So anybody that's low risk and goes to prison, they get taken to the institute for the young enforcers to train. Basically, they are there for the young enforcers to learn how to handle civilians and lawbreakers. And so the low risk ones are housed in claret quartz. So we've got 4 colours that are really important in the book and repeated throughout, but the front cover has a light blue, so I would like that to be changed. So yeah, overall I like it. Personally, if I was designing my own front cover, I would it's magical realism. I've got like a genre blend going on in my book, and there is magical realism in it. So I think I would have liked my cover to be a little bit more magical, but it looks like they've gone down more the dystopian route. My book is in equal dystopian and magical realism, so I like it. I like the symbol brings the mystical, magical element to the front cover, so. Okay, so that's that. When I'm gonna send my opinion back to my publishers, what I like, what I think needs changing. The symbol I think needs changing a little bit. It's a little bit flat, a little bit blurry around the edges. And once I send them my opinion, see if they're going to make any changes to it. Once I get the finalised design, the finished design, I will be doing a cover reveal for you, and then you get to see it. So this is just my journey as a new author getting published, and you can follow it along with me. You may be wanting to be published yourself, or you might just be interested to see what it looks like to get published and what the journey looks like as an author. If you want to chat to me, you can follow me on Twitter at Roxy Eloise _. Find my Instagram if you would like at Roxy Eloise Official, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content from me. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.